guys, it's me Takaya and welcome back to the channel. In today's video I am going to be touring my Willow Creek save file. I have only done Foundry Cove so far. I am working on the commercial lots over here. I'm going to just show you what I've done so far. So I'm going to start with this one right here. This is for the Willis household. Okay, so we are at the first lot on the street, and this house is built for a older woman. She lives here alone. You can kind of think of it as grandma's house. And then there's this little flamingo, and there's a random pile of cinder blocks. And this is the front porch. It is, the floorboards are very messed up. You can see right here that there's a hole that was patched, and there's a place to sit. In the inside, we're going to start at the front door. This is the front door, and a little painting right here, and this is the little living room. I think it's so cute. And this is the kitchen. I'm going to try to be as fast as I possibly can with these tours, so I'm sorry if I don't go in too much detail, but there are a lot of houses and things to cover. And also, side note, if I have not mentioned that my save file does mainly consist of Max's Match CC. I don't have a specific aesthetic for my save file. You know how some people do 2010s era or early 2000s era. Yeah, this is a little dining nook area through the hallway. We have a broom and a dustpan and the laundry unit. I didn't make a laundry room, but a lot of houses that I have built in the neighborhood, you will see me do a laundry room. And this is the bathroom. I don't feel like I decorate bathrooms that well, but it is what it is. This is her bedroom. Very cute. I tried to add a lot of florals, and that's just a repeated pattern that I've seen. And this is the other side with the dresser. It has our little knickknacks and things up here, perfume, flower vases. And then there is one room right here. This is just a guest bedroom. But yeah, that's that. And I didn't do anything in the backyard of a lot of these houses because I didn't know what to do exactly. A lot of them only have so much space to even do anything. And this is just an overview, the layout of the house. And we are going to move on to this house over here. All right, and we are on the second house on the street. This house in particular was meant to be for a single father with two daughters. One is a teenager and one is a child. Not much of a backstory. I didn't really give them much of a backstory. It's basically just a father who's trying to build a better life for him and his children. And the father is a construction worker. I think I kind of made him like a construction worker or a person who just fixes things. That's why you'll see here that I kind of did this little tool section thing. So you have these little tools that he mounted on the wall himself, and a toolbox, setup station, and some more toolboxes and some random cans. I don't even know what those are, and pallets. And you have this pile of soil. I guess he does a lot of yard work, so that's why you may see a lot of things like tools and soil and a ladder and things like that. This is the front porch. I just put a bench, a crate, and a bat right here. Again, very random. There are two entrances to the front porch. So let's go inside. You come in, and this is the entrance area, and this is the living room area. I love this console table. I like how messy it is and unorganized it is. I just feel like it's very fitting for a lot of the houses and the backstory for the people in those houses. And this is the laundry area. I guess a pile of clothes, a couple boxes, and a ironing board. This is the kitchen / dining. So we start right here with the little dining nook. There are randomly placed Uno cards on the table. You can see the wallpaper peel at the kitchen area. I like this broken cabinet set. I think it's by Stibby Led. I think I pronounced it right. SYB. And then we have the bathroom right here. Again, I don't know how to decorate bathrooms. That is not my strong suit. And then this is the dad's room. I didn't really know exactly what to do. I just kind of wanted it to be random, and I wanted it to represent that he really doesn't care what it looks like. He just kind of pieced random furniture together and just made a bedroom. And it's a bit unkept. It's not necessarily just super dirty. It's just not that clean either, I guess. And this is the daughter's room. This is the oldest daughter's side. I think it's very cute. And this is the youngest daughter's room. Very pink, girly. That is that for that house. Again, I don't decorate the backyards because look how small that is. What can you really even do back there? And now we are going to go across the street to this house over here. So this house was particularly for a family of 6. They have a teenager, 2 children, and infant. And I wanted this one to be for a bigger family. This is the only house that is actually a 3-bedroom, I believe. But anyways, this is their little car in the front. Again, I don't know how 6 people can fit in this little car. And this is the front yard. Again, very random, a lot going on, just random knickknacks and things scattered out. Now we go inside and start right here at the entrance. This is the front entrance there. I love this door right here. There's an archway to divide the space a little bit, and I love this door. And we just have like a little coat rack right here and a plant. And all the houses do have an alarm system. And this is the second portion of the entrance. It just has a bit more space to where you can put certain things. And then turn over here. This is the living room area / laundry. And then you have a bunch of kids like toys and stuff like that just everywhere. I wanted this house to give kind of messy and chaotic because there are a couple of kids here. Some more toys. This is the living room area. I went with a more boho style with a lot of color. And then we go over into the kitchen / dining. This is the dining portion. Have a couple things left out on the table. And this is the kitchen. They do have a bit of a backyard space. I didn't really do much out here. I just gave them a place to sit, a grill, the cooler. There's a swing set out here that they have for the kids and a kiddie pool. But yeah, we go back in the house, and the first room right here is for the oldest son. And this is the room. I tried to go with a little bit of a retro style, and he is into music and vinyls and things like that. And then we go to the bathroom. Again, I don't know how to decorate bathrooms that good. I really don't know much to put in them, but yeah, this is it. And then we go to the parents' room right here. I went with that more boho aesthetic. It's the little dresser. I didn't know what to put right here because they needed space to be able to walk to the other side of the bed. So have a little mirror, hanging plant, painting. We move on to the kids' room. This is the infants little section right here. We have some toys and things like that. And then here's their little dresser, some wipes, things to clean up the baby with, baby powder, wipes, diapers, little thing to be able to read books. And they have a lot of like arts and crafts thing on the wall. And this is their bed. I added a couple pictures through here just to kind of add something, and I added this little rainbow. And that is it for this house. This is a little bit of an overview of the house, and now we are going to move on to the trailer park. All right, so this is the trailer park. I want to try to be as quick as I can with this one. On the street, you do see I tool modded this trailer and this car, well, this truck attached to it. I also tool modded, I forgot to show it over here, but I also tool modded this basketball goal and this old newspaper stand. I wanted this to be a place where everybody could come, have a bonfire, enjoy each other's time. They can grill. It's mostly a neighborhood thing. It's not just necessarily for the people who live here. I put this little playground area back here under this huge tree. So I'm gonna start with the very first one in order of events. So this is the entrance, and this is a place where she just puts her shoes, her bag. This is the living room area. Just a couple of things on this little coffee table. There's a little radio, some Polaroids, some albums, and this is the kitchen slash dining slash laundry. This is a little laundry portion right here. You have little aprons for when she cooks, some knickknacks on the table, and here is the kitchen, and we go over into the bathroom. Very small bathroom, very colorful and bright. I don't know, I like this shower. I like how it's chipped at the bottom. And so we move on into the bedroom. I love this bed. I think this is base game, but I feel like it matched the color scheme with the pastel blue and pink and yellow. And this is the other side right here with her dresser, things like that, and her little place where she has a mirror. And yeah, that is the layout for this one. Here's a little overview. Then we move on to the second trailer that I did. I added this little artist station right here where he comes outside and he paints and things like that. And then this is the front entrance, but here is the entrance. It has this little dog feeding station, shoes, a little table right here. I like to think that he may put his shoes in here, and just some like art pieces. Maybe it could have been something that he made. I know for sure that I made it so that he painted a lot of this stuff. Then you turn around and here is the living room. And then we move on to the kitchen slash dining. I did go a bit modern for his style because I don't usually decorate in modern style, and I wanted to not have each lot look so repetitive. So this is the kitchen. Dirty dishes, some stuff on the counter, some stuff on top of the refrigerator, and this is the little dining section. Here is the bathroom. You get a bit more modernness in the bathroom as well. And here is the counter. Here is the bedroom. Again, the bedroom is modern as well. I think it definitely is male. Like, I would be able to tell that a male lives here. And that's really what I try to do. I try to make it so that you know who it's for. So the mirror, I just put this right here. I don't know. This shelf with his clothes and things like that. And yeah, and that is it for this trailer. This is the overview. And now we move on to this one. This is the third one. This one is for a small family of 4. Parents are young adults and they have a child and a toddler. Here is the entrance. They don't have much of an entrance. It's just kind of everything is right there as soon as you walk in. And so this is the living room. I really wanted to show that they do have children, so I put a bunch of toys and things everywhere. And this is the couches. This is definitely one of the lighter aesthetics that I was going for on this lot. And this is the dining section. I think it's very cute. I really like how the light comes in through the window, and I love how I did this collage. I think it matches pretty well. And this is the kitchen portion. Again, very small but cute. And this is the bathroom. It's pretty small and like very narrow, but I think they may be able to still use it. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, I went with a more neutral vibe in here. And then we go into this little corridor. Here is the laundry room. The original plan wasn't for them to actually have a laundry room. I just kind of added it to take up a bit more space because I don't like to make the bedrooms too big. This is it. And then this is the parents' room. I feel like I definitely could have done better in here. I really did not know what I wanted to do. I may come back and redo it, but yeah, this is pretty much what I did. I like this side of the room. I don't necessarily care for this side of the room for some reason. I think it's the bed, but yeah, I may eventually upgrade it, I guess. And this is the kids' bedroom. This side is for the oldest child. A lot of clutter, a lot of random things just sprawled out on the floor. And this other side is for the toddler. I really like this room. Like, it's very random and kind of all over the place, but it's still cozy. Kind of the best way I can describe a lot of these builds. But yeah, that is the overview for that one. And we are going to move on to the final trailer on the lot. This one is for an older male. He lives here with his granddaughter. So this is the front porch, random pile of soil, parts, and a cooler. And then you come into the house. Now this is probably my favorite trailer on the entire lot because I like how much detail I was able to add. So here's the front door entrance. Because it was a lot of space right here, I didn't know what to put, so I just kind of put an old computer, and we have a broken computer in a box, just random. And then this is the dining area, overrun. They probably don't even sit here to eat, honestly, because of how much stuff is actually on the table. And they have a broom right there, a little mop bucket, some little decorations on the wall over here. And here is the kitchen area. Again, I love using this cabinet set by SYB, and I just kind of put some random stuff on here, like they just kind of put anything right there. And you come over here, and here is the living room area. It's very small in here, but I made it work, I feel like. And so here is a place where I just put the broom, and you go over here, and here is the bathroom. Again, didn't really know what to do, to be honest. Go over here. This is his teenage granddaughter's bedroom. I love the blue vibe in here. I feel like it came together pretty well because I honestly did not know what I wanted to do. It is a bit messy, but it's more put together than the rest of the house, in my opinion. And I think I did make her a bit of a tomboy in my mind, but so yeah, that is her room. And this is the grandfather's room. Again, very messy. A lot of things just randomly thrown or placed everywhere. And I like to think that this was the side the wife slept on. He just didn't have the courage to like put it in storage or anything like that because he is kind of in denial a little bit. And so he just kind of left everything out. And this is the side that he sleeps on. Again, more bottles, some random trash and everything like that. And this side, there's a fan, the wardrobe, and random shoes and things like that. And yeah, that is it for this trailer. Here's the overview. And yeah, that is it for the trailer park tour. I am going to move on to the last couple of houses on the street, which is these two right here. Here is the outside. Here is the front porch. Again, a couple string lights, a place to sit. Some random little knickknacks that she may be trying to get rid of. I'm not sure. And we have a little welcome mat, a little wreath on the inside. Here's the entrance. She has a place to hang various different things like bags, and I think this is like a scarf. I'm not really sure. And again, another alarm system. Then we turn here, and this is the living room. I think it's very cute in here. I'm not usually a person who likes a lot of pink, but I can say that this is very cute, and I would not mind living here myself. And this is the console area. Have a couple things on the table, things like that. I kind of made this little collage wall. I didn't know what to put back here, but I think it was cute nonetheless. And then over here is the kitchen area. I think I did pretty good on the kitchen, in my opinion. Here's the actual kitchen area. And then we have the little eating area, a couple cat bowls, a couple plants, some bows, some flowers, as well as some on the table. And it's just a place where she comes and she reads and drinks her coffee. So we go over here, and this is the little hallway area, just a little bookshelf, and again the kitty litter with some flowers and the thermostat. And right here is the bathroom. I feel like this is probably one of the best bathrooms that I've done so far. I don't know, it's just something about it that I feel that the space is more filled and it doesn't just look, I don't know, it doesn't look sparse, I guess is the word I'm trying to use. I don't know. We go down here a little more into the hallway. You have the laundry room with a hamper and a shelf right here and the ironing board, and there's a little bit inside the laundry room, you know, a broom and cleaning things. And then we go over into her little office slash, it's basically a room for a lot of different things. She is very much into reading and poetry and writing, so she has a lot of books, and this is a place where she can just come and relax and read. And then on this side is a place where she not only gets ready, but she works from here as well. I just kind of got this little computer. This is the bedroom. I love this bed. I want to say this is base game. I love the bedroom. I love the florals and the flowers and things like that. I love this little rug too, and this little wardrobe. I wanted it to be a bit different because I know a lot of the houses that I have built so far, they have like dressers, so I wanted to do a little wardrobe moment, and I added these clothes and shoes and these boxes in the inside of it. I love this lamp right here. I just feel like this is so coquette. Over here is a place where she puts her house shoes, slippers, things like that, and I also just placed some random slippers right there. A mirror, this plant or this flower, a place where she can sit and read and just relax. And that is it for this entire house. Here's the overview of the house, and then we can move on to this house right here. And again, this house was for a young adult girl who inherited the house when she was a couple months pregnant. She inherited from her late grandparents, and she also moved in her delinquent teenage brother after their parents decided to kick him out. So this is the entrance. Again, another alarm, thermostat, a place to hang your clothes and stuff like that, some shoes. And we turn around into the living room area. There's a couple toys, little seating area, and I like to think that a lot of stuff in here she did keep from her grandparents, like the couch and the rug and things like that. And here is a little table, a little kitty table for her toddler again, and a little station where she maybe worked. And here is a little shelf that just has random books and things like that, and some more toys. Then we turn over into the kitchen slash dining. So here's the little dining table, random stuff on the table. This is where the toddler eats, and here is a little mop and the mop bucket to go with it. Here's the kitchen area, and here is the laundry area, broom and dustpan, random shoes, and here is a little china cabinet, and here's a little hallway, and it leads to the back door, which there isn't anything back here. Right here is the bathroom. This is one of the bigger bathrooms that I've done so far. I feel like all of these houses just greatly match what I was going for, and I'm glad I was able to execute them exactly how I imagined them in my head. We move on to the bedroom. Now this is a 1-bedroom house, and so she had to give her toddler, because unfortunately in The Sims, if it was me, I would have just made this toddler sleep in the same bed as the mom, but because it's The Sims, they have to have their own bed. So I just kind of made this little area over here for the toddler. Again, a bunch of stuff on the floor, toys, books, building blocks, the bed area, and I just kind of put this on the wall because it felt kind of bare to not have anything right there. Little whale, little height chart, and some pictures. And here is the mom side of the room. Here is her little station where she gets ready. The mirror, dresser, and some random things right here. Purse, and there's some stuff sprawled out on the floor on the opposite side. Little nightstand with a painting, and this is her bed. I love this bed only because of how it's like kind of torn, like the quilt portion is kind of torn, and maybe that was her grandparents' quilt or something, and she just kind of wanted to hold on to it. brings us to the garage area where she allowed her teenage brother to live, and it is very messy in here. He has this little setup area, like living room area, where he, you know, plays a lot of video games and stuff like that, a lot of beers and things like that, because like I said, he is a bit of a delinquent, so he drinks, he smokes, he does it all. And here's some clutter in the corner, boxes, things like that. Some clutter up here, empty cans and yogurt containers, some stuff right here just randomly placed. And here's the bed area. I do wish I had more of a messy bed. I don't have a messy bed CC, but if I had to, I would have definitely switched it out. And here, over here, because it was a garage, there are still some stuff that was originally in the garage, like these tools right here, and this shelf full of random things like paint and storage bins and things like that, like a shovel, and I don't even know what that is, and a comb. Here is the overview for this house. But yeah, that is it for my Willow Creek save file so far, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.